Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's lesson is the present perfect continuous tense. The verb structure of the present perfect continuous is have or has plus been plus the ing form or the present participle of the main verb. I repeat, in present perfect continuous tense, after the auxiliary verb have or has, been is used, and then the fourth form or the ing form of the verb is used. But where to use have and where to use has? The auxiliary verb have comes if the subject is I, we, you, they, or any plural noun. In other words, have is used for first person, second person, and third person plural pronouns as well as plural nouns. But the helping verb has is used if the subject is he, she, it, or any singular noun. In other words, for the third person singular pronoun and all singular nouns, we use the auxiliary verb has in present perfect continuous tense. So it's clear now that we use have or has according to the subject of the sentence. And we know that after have or has, we have to use been and the present participle of the main verb in present perfect continuous tense. But what does the present perfect continuous tense show? Well, the present perfect continuous tense denotes an activity or action that started in the past and is still in progress at present. In other words, if an activity started some time back and is still going on, is still in continuation at present, we express it in present perfect continuous tense. So we understand that if an action has been going on for some time now, if an action has continued uninterrupted and is still in progress for some time, we use the present perfect continuous tense for it. So the present perfect continuous tense emphasizes that a certain activity has been going on for some time now and that it has not yet ended. It is still in progress. Now let me give you some examples of the present perfect continuous tense. It has been raining for 3 hours. Here the verb has been and the ing form of the verb rain, has been raining, is in present perfect continuous tense. We understand that the rain started in the past and is still in continuation for 3 hours now. So has been raining is in present perfect continuous tense. I have been living here since 2015. Here also the verb is in present perfect continuous tense. Have been and the present participle of live. Have been living is in present perfect continuous tense. It shows that I started living here back in 2015 and I still live here. In the last sentence, he has been begging since childhood. Has been begging. Has been and the ing form of the verb beg is in present perfect continuous tense. It's clear that he started the act of begging back in his childhood and he is still begging for his livelihood. So in these 3 sentences, has been raining, have been living and has been begging are in present perfect continuous tense because they show the continuity of the respective actions for some time now. And at the same time, the present perfect continuous tense also denotes that these activities have not yet ended, they are still in progress. So I hope you have understood the concept of the present perfect continuous tense. However, please remember that the present perfect continuous tense is normally not used in the negative sentence. Instead, we use the present perfect tense in negative sentences. For example, he has not been playing for 1 week. It's wrong to use the present perfect continuous tense in this negative sentence. Rather, we should use the present perfect tense here. He has not played for 1 week. The present perfect tense is absolutely right in this negative sentence. So, we had better avoid the use of the present perfect continuous tense in negative sentences. But how do you use the present perfect continuous tense in interrogative sentences? You see, we use the auxiliary verb have or has according to the subject in front of the subject and been and the ing form of the main verb after the subject. For example, have you been waiting for a long time? Has it been snowing since last week? In the first sentence, the auxiliary verb have comes before the subject you and been waiting come after the subject. In the same way, in the second sentence, the auxiliary verb has comes before the subject it, while been snowing come after the subject. So, in interrogative sentences, the auxiliary verb comes before the subject, while the rest of the verb comes after the subject. In present perfect continuous tense, since and for are commonly used to show for how much time, for how long the activity has been in progress. But where to use since and where to use for? Remember that since is used to show the point of time when the activity started in the past. Since shows the exact starting time of the activity that has been going on for some time now. For example, since 5 p.m., since Monday, and so on. However, for is used to show the period of time or the length of time for which the activity has been in progress. For example, for 3 hours, for 5 years, and so on. So, for shows the duration of time, whereas since shows the point of time. The present perfect continuous tense also shows a repeated or prolonged action of the recent past. It may not be in progress right now, but its continuity in the recent past is still significant. For example, why are your clothes dirty? Because I have been playing in the field. Here, have been playing is in the present perfect continuous tense. It was in progress for some time just now and it has made the clothes dirty. Also, he has been flying a lot these days, so he is experiencing jet lag. The act of flying was repeatedly in progress in the recent past and it has resulted in jet lag. Now let's compare the present perfect continuous tense with the present continuous tense. They are both continuous tenses, but what's the difference between them? It has been raining since 2 p.m. Has been raining is in present perfect continuous tense. This tense shows that the rain started at 2 p.m. in the past and it is still raining. The activity of raining has been in progress for a length of time now. However, in the second sentence, it is raining now, the verb is raining is in present continuous tense. All that we know from the present continuous tense is that it is raining at this moment of time. The rain is falling right now, but we do not know when the rain started or for how long the rain has been falling till now. So the present perfect continuous and the present continuous have different structures, and the present perfect continuous tense indicates a prolonged activity, while the present continuous just shows an ongoing present activity. Well, there are some verbs like cut, put, heat, shut, kill, etc., which should not be used in the present perfect continuous tense. These verbs should be used in present continuous or present perfect tense. Well, finally, let me tell you that the present perfect continuous tense cannot be used in the passive voice. It is an exception in this respect. In passive voice, we may instead use the present perfect or the present continuous tense. Well, that's the end of today's class on the present perfect continuous tense. I hope you liked the video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel for more grammar videos. Thank you so much.